Today's spooky spot, we're having a look at the Addams family. Gomez squeezes legs and Gomez thrusts his arm out and waves his sword. An older line, a spooktacular line, coming to us from the folks over at Playmates Toys. Looks like he also does come with a, I don't know, is an apron? Some sort of apron with his hand on it. Oh, that's Thing. That's Thing's hand. Comes with a sword. This comes to us also from the Addams Family cartoon. If anybody remembers the Addams Family cartoon, way back when, I think it was airing in the 80s or so, late 80s. On the back of the package, the Addams Family. The prop spot will probably be doing that for other videos too. Collect all the creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky Addams Family figures. In the lineup, there's Gomez, Morticia, Lurch, Wednesday, Thing, Pugsley, Granny, Uncle Fester, and Cousin It. If I was to go into the time machine, we would be looking at 1992, which would also probably coincide with when the show actually came out. Your read-up for Gomez, the freaky family portrait, real name Gomez Addams. Appearance, dashing good looks, highlighted by a suave and perfect mustache, athletic, muscular, and an impeccably dapper dresser. Never without his trusty sword nearby. Hobbies include fencing, dancing, acrobatics, sumo wrestling, lion taming, piranha breeding, blowing up trains, scale model and life size. His quote, "Eureka, that's a capital idea, old man. I'll make everyone just miserable." Oh, it'll make everyone just miserable. Oh, Spot's eyes. Gonna have to get some glasses. Personality, Gomez Addams has more energy and enthusiasm for life than any man on earth. He's dedicated to enjoying every second of every day, no matter what anyone else thinks. Of course, his idea of what's fun is just a little twisted. Gomez is always working at breakneck speed on a bizarre variety of mind-boggling schemes. He must do something right since he's known as an ingenious businessman who has amassed a huge fortune. An expert swordsman, he possesses superhuman physical abilities that allow him to leap about with reckless abandon and move at impossibly fast speeds. That would be a very involved read-up for any child to be reading. Certainly a guy in his 30s, but needless to say, Spot's going to take himself a blood-curdling break. I'm going to get this out of packaging, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Addams Family Gomez. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. Gomez will come with two accessories, one of which being, again, I don't know, it kind of looks like an apron. I'm assuming it's probably a fencing vest. And on the front is Thing. Little cousin Thing. I guess Thing wasn't really a cousin, he was just part of the initial Addams family. There's a little heart there as well. You can take it and put it over top of Gomez's existing suit. He also does come with a sword, which sadly doesn't sit in his hand very well. It sits in there, but it doesn't, like, you can easily just pop it back out. So you kind of want to get it closer to the handle, because when you squeeze his legs, on guard, sir, Gomez starts fencing his sword. Spot's normally not keen on gimmicks, but I gotta say, when it comes to like smaller cartoon things like this, cartoon show figures, I do dig gimmicks. Kind of reminds me of like the old Superpowers. On guard. Take the sword out of his hand and just put the vest, not to give brain damage to Thing, but we'll just put the vest down there. And let's get a better look at Gomez. Now, this is based on the cartoon, not necessarily the show. So likeness-wise, it does look like Gomez, but it looks more like Gomez from the cartoon. Little dapper he is, wearing his pinstripe suit, kind of a purplish color. It kind of looks like the same suit that Buttons McBoom Boom wears from the show Cops. Finding crime in a future time. There's another reference for you. I like his face, though. And again, it's kind of, he's got that kind of slicked back look. In fact, his face kind of also reminds me of Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. Anybody else see it? No? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. He's a smaller figure, too. In fact, most of the Addams Family figures tend to be a little smaller. I think Playmates was probably a good pick for this line, for a good company to be producing these figures, because Playmates really grasps the idea of cartoon-inspired figures. They did so really well with the Star Trek figures, and also, of course, the Ninja Turtle figures as well. His finger is pointing. Perhaps this is if Gomez has an idea. Ah, yes, I have an idea, Addams family. I don't know why he would be saying that to his own family. As for his rest of his articulation, his head does rotate, left and right. This one arm kind of is more geared towards his gimmick, again, because as you squeeze the legs, the arm will thrust forward. Equally so, the same articulation could be said for the waist. The waist really only serves the purpose to allow him to go fencing. As for his legs, though, his legs do have articulation, although it does make things a little more awkward for, using the gimmick. His legs have to be straight. He does have peg points, peg holes under his feet, though he doesn't come with a display stand. I always marvel at toy lines that come with peg holes on their feet, but you would never ever gauge why they would ever have peg holes. The Addams family, as far as I know, never came with any sort of vehicles. They never came with any sort of display stands. So why would you give him peg holes on the undersides of his feet? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't really care for this vest. I'm assuming now it's probably a fencing vest. Though I do like the fact that Thing is at least joining in on this. If anything, if I'm ever going to have old Addams here displayed, I'll probably just have him displayed with his sword. He's a fun piece. He's a fun little cute piece. Spot picked up actually a couple of the Addams family figures, so we'll be having a look at those in individual spooktacular reviews. In the meantime, though, if I was going to give Addams here, Gomez Addams, any sort of review rating, I would give him a very blood-curdling 6. Today's spooky spot, we were having a look at the Playmates toys, the Addams family, Gomez Addams. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more spooky spots heading your way this month of Spottober. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Ooh.